Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is Monday, so it must be the page by page 2 project. Now, this is page 27 and we only have 28 pages, thank goodness. And so this is the next to last page. Now, I'm going to miss this project just like I'm going to miss the page by page project with Kyung, and which will be ending this month as well. But to tell you the truth, I'm having a hard time coming up with with pages. Yeah. And also I was going to make an episode on binding this thing. However, it's starting to crack because the pages are so heavy, and I am not sure that I have the skill with this much crepe to not tie it, but to sew it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this beautiful sari silk, and I have 3 matching ones, and I'm putting one around each signature, and then that way I can store them. I'm keeping these for myself. I'm using them for reference books, so it doesn't matter that there's no cover on them. They're not going to go anywhere to get all beat up, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So I apologize. I'm sure you were looking forward to how the heck is she going to put that in a cover episode, and the answer is that I'm not. Maybe some years from now, when I've had more experience with you know, hardcover books, then I would be able to, if I sewed, I could possibly open this up and sew it into a signature, into a soft cover. I don't even have any idea how I would do that. Everything is so thick that I don't think I could bend it, you know what I mean, to get it through a sewing machine. So the whole point is moot. So yeah, some of the pages are just from the weight are starting to tear at the bottom, and I'm just afraid to do anything to it. I know people say separate it, but I want to keep it in the order of the videos. So that's my fault. I should have made more than one signature, but when we started this last year, I had never done a project like this, and so yeah, I didn't have any idea. So okay, so today's prompt is to combine 2, and we're going to combine what are we going to combine? We're combining a pocket and a flip out. Now, I know that you're thinking to yourself, but Terry, we've seen you do that. And yes, you have. But I'm doing 3 books like this. And so for this prompt, I've never done either one of those 2 prompts in this book. Now, I know you find that hard to believe, but it's true. So we're going to enjoy this paper, which is really cool. It's a kit called Victorian Gothic from Tailor Made Journals, and I believe it's one of the newer ones. And the paper is really cool, and I wish I could use more of it and show it to you. So let's move that monster out of the way. And these are the different parts. We're going to have some pockets and some cards. We're going to have the paper for the page, obviously, which is really cool. I don't know if you can see that. This is my new camera setup. I hope you guys enjoy the new angle, and which is straight down per request. It was at a little bit of an angle and people were having trouble with it. Well, not a lot of people, 4 or 5 people, but I don't want anyone to have trouble. So I bought a boom so that I could boom you guys out. This is going to be a pocket. We're going to cut part of it off the bottom. I know it's terrible to, I don't know if you can see the pattern on this, but it's really cool. Then these are going to be doors. Obviously they're going to be doors. And then this is going to be a writing card. And like I said, we have some ephemera. So we're going to set these over here. We're not going to need any of that right now. Right now what we're going to do is I've cut and inked the paper. Unfortunately, I wasn't going to cut these ahead of time. Otherwise, there would be no video. So, you're going to have to watch me ink them. I'm sorry. So, what we're going to do is, I believe, I want them to cross over. So, once I cut them off, you're not going to be able to tell by the pattern, the lace on the outside, that it's the wrong side. So, then I'm going to flip one this way so that they will be like doors. But they're going to overlap. Otherwise, we'd never keep them shut. I would have to use 2 magnets. It would be 2 obvious doors. And I'd like to do it a little bit different. So what I've decided to do is, I think if I do each one at 4 inches, they'll overlap by 2. That'll give me enough room for magnets. We're going to have to hide the magnets under the pockets. So, yeah, I don't know if we're going to make them pockets or tucks. So we'll have to wait and see on that too. So let's go ahead and cut each one to 4.5 inches wide, because we're going to have to make a 1/2 inch flip under. Oh, that's not going to work. It's going to have to be 4, and they're going to have to be 3.5 inches wide. Otherwise, you do see this pattern. Well, let's see where we at. 4 1/4. 4 1/4 will do it. Okay. These would make great belly bands. Oh, that does look like a door now. Door. 4 1/4. I had so many misprints on this, and it's the most simple thing, and you just would not believe me and my double-sided printing. I tell you, you should be supposed to set it to flip on the long side. I do. It prints upside down. I printed on the short side, which of course is going to print upside down from the one side of the page to the other. I don't know what these people are thinking. I don't know who's setting up these printers. Okay, so now we have a left and a right. The only thing you're going to notice is that the white part is in a different place when we flip it over. But if they were like this, they wouldn't be the same either. Okay, so now we're going to put our scoring tool in. Put our pencil down. And then we're going to put them in, and we're going to score them in a 1/2 inch on the outside. We're going to lose a 1/2 inch of the door hinge, but there's no other way to do it. Yeah. So we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. I was going to do it at 1/4 inch, but then it still looks like a door. Okay, now, I don't guess it matters. I'd rather have this one on top. And this is directional. So we're going to label this to be the right one. You can't write on it because it's printed double-sided. So we're going to mark it right until we get one glued in. So that means it's going to go this way. Now, these should overlap in theory. So on this side, on the hinge side, we're going to score it a 1/2. Okay, I'll take this out and put the blade back in before I score something I'm trying to cut, or cut something I'm trying to score. Okay, so let's use our bone folder and kind of get that down like it's supposed to be. Then we're going to miter the corners like we're supposed to, but we never remember to. Yeah, I'm going to say it doesn't matter on these, but, and you can see this is the backing paper or the writing page that comes with the kit. I would like to say I'm so thankful to Lorna for putting this in. So many kits do not have a neutral colored, just a neutral colored paper that matches the kit that you can put in and that you can print on the back of stuff. They give you backing papers, but they don't give you what would look like a piece of paper. So don't get me wrong, I love the designers. They are so brilliant in my mind. I don't know how they do what they do. Hold on just 1 minute. That's a timer. I thought I would be smart and take my medicine 10 minutes early so that I could make this video, and then I forgot to turn off the timer. Anyway, like I was saying, I think they're brilliant. I don't know how they do what they do. I don't know how they come up with the stuff they come up with, and where they find all of the elements, or how they create the elements. Some people draw them themselves at all. I have no idea. I'm totally lost. I have no idea. So I totally respect, but sometimes you can wish. It doesn't mean you don't like or love or respect someone. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to crisscross nicely. I forgot I was going to refill my glue. The only thing about this new camera setup is that I have a tendency to go a little low and go off camera, so I apologize until I get used to it. A couple videos you're going to possibly see that problem. Most of the time I'm just inking or gluing when I do it, so, oh, for goodness sake. Really, Terry? Really? I mean, seriously? How many of those have you glued on? The word bazillion comes to mind. That's going to look kind of cool, I do believe. Just so you know, our friendly little friend, oh, thank you, Cassie. Our friendly little friend Oz has been driving me nuts for the last, I think, 3 days. He's getting older, and I don't know if that's the reason, but he has been barking his brains out at every little noise. So if he starts barking, I apologize, but it's just his way of saying hi to everybody. Because, you know, he knows you're there. You know he does. Plus, I'm in here talking. I don't know who he thinks I'm talking to. That's probably kind of crazy in his mind. In his little walnut-sized brain, you know. What's she doing? Who's she talking to? What's going on? What is going on? What's in the bag? Lisa Schlesinger, I think. No, that's not right. That's not the right comedian. Liza something. The stand-up routine is called War Paint. It's so funny. So funny. If you can remember her name, put it in the comments below, because I just butchered it. I'm sure. I'm almost sure it's Liza. Lisa, Liza, Eliza. Some kind of something that I'm messing up. Okay, now we're going to have to put a magnet on here to hold everything under control. So let's put the magnet on in the center, and then we're going to put our let's take care of this little bit of extra glue first, and then we'll put our side pocket tucks, whichever we decide we need. These are deeper than I thought they would be. A writing space when you take the little ephemera out. If I'm still able to move this. See, if we use a Velcro dot, then we'd have to put it on top of the pocket. So I don't think that would really work. I'm getting very emotional about this second to last page. I think maybe that's why I'm a little flustered. I don't know what's going to happen on the last page next week. I've been doing these projects, this project for 28 weeks and the other project for 40 weeks. And that's a long time to be doing a project with somebody, or this one I've been doing right along with Miss Paint-A-Lot and Kyung, and then Miss Paint-A-Lot and Kyung took a break, and they just got busy with their stuff. It's no big deal. I love doing it, so I just finished. I decided to keep going. Okay, enough reminiscing. Let's see. Magnets. So, look, I got a new stack of magnets. Woo! Doesn't cost very much to get 100 magnets on Amazon. You want the 10 millimeter round by 1 millimeter thick. Okay, so let's put this centrally. And that's going to cover that pretty well. Okay, so the magnet about there. And I'd like to put it horizontally, the tape, to help with pulling stuff in and out. But I think if I did a small enough, because of this notch piece of tape that it didn't show, that it wouldn't be enough around to grip. Okay, so that's all we have to do there. Let's close it. Let's flip it over. Let's put our magnet on the back side. It's regular Scotch tape. I think you guys know by now. However, welcome to anybody that's new. You probably think I'm nuts rambling on. I don't normally, actually. And I'd like everybody to remember to like and subscribe. Little plug. Okay, so now all we have to do is add everything. So let's add our pocket tucks. Let's see how big the ephemera is. I didn't realize that one of this ephemera is smaller and will fit in there perfect. This one, these three are all the same size. I thought this one was smaller too, so we may have to trim this one down to the size of this one. In other words, right around the edge of the picture. I mean, I think if we make them tucks, everything will be fine. I really like these images. And then here are the library cards that we're going to use. Oh, it's the same as the as this. I didn't realize. Well, there you go. A comedy of errors today. Maybe I'll go back in the kit and see if there's another one this size. Another card. Because I had to print out two of the same page to get these. And so never mind. Alright, let's get this glued on. Let's start with a tuck. We could do one tuck to accommodate the larger one, and a pocket to put the smaller one in. And this is directional this way, so it doesn't matter. I just want to get it in the center. See, that magnet's really close. I think that'll be fine, except it's all sticking up, which I do not like. If I glue it, this will not fit. So I'm going to have to glue it. That's just unacceptable to me. So give me a general idea of the size of the other card. Then I'll have to re-ink it to within an inch of its life to age it. Now, is it there or is it there? Yeah, now that'll fit in fine. Let's get that glued. See, that's just too big for a tuck. That's the good thing about this kind of glue. Fabri-Tac, Fabri-Fix, either one. It gives you a little bit of dry time. It's also the bad thing. Stuff can slide around. That'll give us a little more security over the magnet too. Okay. Let's do this side. One and a half. Is that 1.5? Yes. What is wrong with my brain? Very distracted. One and a half is where I want to put the edge of the pocket. This one still looks a little bit hot. Sorry, pencil in the mouth. Pencil in the mouth disease. That's 1.5. And that's 1.5. The only thing I can think of is that the doors are a little bit off. They look the same to me. Such is life, I guess. Nothing I can do about it now. It's not enough that just looking at it without staring at it that you're going to notice. Plus, we're going to have other stuff in here. Let's do our pocket. Somehow I'm losing paper clips. Losing them. They're just disappearing. Maybe if I put a little bit of acetone in the glue, watered it down a little bit. I think we want right about where the point of this is. Let me measure. See if that's not about. Yeah, it's 2.5. That's what I thought. Yeah, see, if I hadn't done that, then it wouldn't have fit in the pocket and not. Oh, yeah, it would have. I was planning on having some writing space. I didn't realize now I could have used a color to back it. So when you do yours, think about how you want it to look. These kind of look like walls too. So all right, let's do this at 2.5. Goodbye, pretty picture. Hello, pretty pocket. Forgot to ink those. Oh no, these were already inked. Thank goodness. Sorry you had to watch me do that. You're going to have to watch me do it again. Okay. Didn't mark the width. Okay, let's put this in the center. This little, can't really see it, but let's just cut a smidge off either side. This is my verdict. We're just going to cut a smidge off either side. Just a smidge off the side I didn't cut the extra off of. You can see how much I'm cutting off. Not very much at all. That's a smidge, in case you were wondering. If you ever saw a smidge when you came across it, would you know it as a smidge? You, sir, are a smidge. Well, look at that. And we get to play with Mr. Glue again. Yeah, it's definitely running slow. Now our writing card, we have to measure so that it goes inside the pocket, obviously. All right, that was the stupid statement for the video. Mr. Obvious. Otherwise, it would do us no good to put the pocket on, right? And my scan and cut doesn't get out of scan and cut jail until tomorrow. It's in the shop. So it would be really cool to put a piece of ephemera here from the kit. But I'm unable to fussy cut. So, well, depending on what it is. Okay, so let's make our writing card. So I'll have to come back and do that. And we will have the flip through. That's what we'll have. I'm going to make this too big because we want to cut a little bit off each side. That's what I get for picking something that has just one image in the center. But we also don't want to just trim off the dark off of one side either. That is just irritating me, and I'm the one doing it. Just a little bit more. Let's do it on this side. We'll take a skosh off of this one, not a smidge. Some paper in there. Seems to be catching. The madness is catching. All right. Just so you know, Scotia is a little bit bigger than a smidge. In case you ever see one in the wild. It's still just a little tight. And I'm going to take just a little bit off the other side. A little bit's bigger than a Scotia or a smidge. Okay, we just have to cut some off the bottom. Probably more than that. So we'll cut a little bit off the top. I think I want to cut just a little bit more off the edge. I don't want to have to fight with it. You know, I need to clean this with a dryer sheet. Everything is kind of clinging. Yep. So I'm inking this a little extra with Vintage Photo. And I have this new gadget from the Ranger Company under the Tim Holtz name. And it scruffs up the edge of your page. It's got little blades in there. Under. Just scruff it a little bit. It would help if I was getting it in where the blade was and not hitting here. And it's me, not the gadget. You know what I wish? I wish the blades were a little different in each one, so you got a different effect. You know what I mean? In each one, instead of just a little rotary blade being in there. Looks to work pretty handy. I have it hanging from my lamp with a magnet, so I don't lose it. Didn't do the top. Okay, hold on just 1 second. Never mind. We're close to being done. I'm just gonna play with this for a second, and then we'll be done. Yeah, it would look better if I had done it more and had been more familiar with the tool, I think. Okay, so we're going to put this in here. Okay, close this, close that. Put it in on, oh, we did them the opposite. That was another reason. It's a super thin page. Could have put something on the front, but then it wouldn't have looked like a door. I don't have a little doorknob, and if I did, I don't think I'd be able to do anything with the book. So, if you're going to do a project like this, then keep in mind and do more than one signature. I'm doing a tag a week, so there's going to be 52 pages. I'm breaking it up into four signatures. 3 signatures of 3 pieces of paper, and 1 signature with 4. Otherwise, I'm not going to have 52. I only have 48. So I'm going to have a couple extra pages, and I think I'm going to print out one of those little 32 pictures per pages with I think they're called contact sheets. They're for looking at little images of business cards or something. Or no, I think they are for photos to compare. Okay, let's get this up here where it belongs. Come on. Okay, so that's our page. It doesn't look very exciting. It's not very sexy, but it fits. Now every page can't be this. You know what I mean? You can't in different genres and different ideas and different flips and flaps and whatever. There just can't be pearls and CD covers on every single one. Okay. All right, that's our page. So that's our video, and I will see you in the next video. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.